Let's see. All right, let's see how we're sounding here. Okay. Okay, yep. I'm enjoying it. Watching these old man. God, the American commercials on this are just so bad. Yep. Nugenics Total T. Total testosterone boosting formula. It's got all these old hack 20-year-old retired footballers getting hollered at MILFs and GILFs, and that's supposed to be important. But, yeah. Yeah. Okay, anyways, what have we got so far? The lineup, right? That's what we're all about. Last year we had the cat incident. That was always pretty good. So yeah, starting lineup. Ken up top. It will be on the left. Bernard been sacrificed for that change. Said something in one of my videos that was possibly how it could have gone. Not too. I'm excited about Ken starting up top, obviously, but I'm just not. I'm just worried that bringing him in from the start may cost us something of the reliability and the hold-up play and the knowing of what's going on that DCL usually brings us. But we'll see. I'm sure it'll work all right in the end. Gomez back. Yeah, so Delph, Gomez, Sigurdsson. I like that a lot more than Schneiderlin, Gomez, Sigurdsson. Hopefully Delph and Gomez will be, breaking more forward into the final third, into the penalty box this game than they have been in the last couple, especially when it was Schneiderlin and Gomez. But yeah, so excited. Richarlison keeps his spot. Excited to see Iwobi and Ken from the start. So I hope we do get off to a fast start. Front foot right away. Rick Goodison. Simon's going to be blaring, so there's no reason that we shouldn't be. Right. Come on, Wolves. All right, Pepper Red. I see what you're doing there. If you are a Red Pepper, pretty decent performance from you guys yesterday. I'm not a total Liverpool hater, by the way, in case you're wondering. I'm an Evertonian. I support Everton, but I'm also a football fan, so I know what good football looks like. And you guys did okay yesterday. Top of the league still, undefeated. Clean sheet. A little jammy on the Alexander Arnold goal, but you deserve to win. Five minutes to go. Yeah, but I think the thing is, Pep, that we same city, same everything. We've got history, we've got banter, but really, we're two different teams trying to do two different things right now, right? You're trying to win the league. You've progressed under Klopp. You've bought players. You got out Deadwood. You've had investment. You've given your manager time. You're doing what we and every other club in the Premier League want to do, and we're struggling to find an identity. We've been through so many managers in so many years. We're just now trying to get rid of the Deadwood, get a new stadium, figure out our financials. So, yeah, see, sibling rivalries. That's it. It's like we're not battling for the top of the league with you guys. We're not battling for sixth place and a chance to get into the Europa League with you guys. We're battling out with Wolves and West Ham, I guess, and Leicester just to even possibly breaking into the top six. That's what we're challenging for six. If we want to get into the top four, we'd have to get past Man United and Chelsea, I guess, and we're miles away. People just like to get all, you know how it is. But I think you guys are doing great. It's just one of those situations where any other, couple of years, especially last season, you guys would have run away with it. But, oh, here come the sirens. It's sirens time. Yeah, that's it. Us Wolves and Leicester. I mean, I think we've got a better squad. I think we have. I can't say a better manager, right? Because I mean, Leicester do have Brendan Rodgers, but either way. But that's what we gotta have consistency. People talk us up. We were talking ourselves up. Oh, look at this. We got this player and this player and. Oh yeah, Man United are a mess, by the way. Yeah, I watched that. I mean, nothing gives me more joy than watching how far Manchester United have fallen since Fergie left. Nothing in the world. But we hype each other. Oh, sorry, Zed Cars is on. Everton, Everton. All right. Do you really think Rafa Benitez' style and tactics would suit any type of top 10 club? Like, I mean, I guess, but he's been given the players and the money at certain clubs, right? And he doesn't put on, you know, attacking, fast pace, high intensity, exciting football. That's not what Rafa does. Pragmatic, defensive, counter attacking. I don't want to see that at my club. I really don't. It's infuriating to watch. But no, we get all hyped up at the start of the season. We buy players, we spend money, we splash the cash, and then we go and lose 2-0 away to Aston Villa. And then last season, we want to have a good cup run. We're looking for a good cup run, and we lose to Millwall and get knocked out in the Carabao Cup last season on penalties by Southampton because the manager's naive. I don't know. It just seems like a little bit of banter there, Red. I mean, I'd have taken Rafa over Sam Allardyce. We can say that. Oh, come on, boys. Here we go. Come on, Prop. I mean, Pepper Red, come on. That was a long time ago. Football's changed quite a bit since you guys made it to the Champions League final. Quite a lot. And I can say that Ronald Koeman got us into the Europa League, but look at what a sack of a manager he ended up being. Oh, okay. I'm a little nervous. I have to say I am a little bit nervous here. Why do they still hype Sigurdsson as one of our main players? They never talk about how Sigurdsson's kind of detrimental to us changing our formation, our style of play. Oh well. Fabian Delph out there, giving it all that, telling us, hey, I've won 2 Premier League titles back to back. So let's get this going. Adama Traore started for them, huh? Interesting. Marco Silva has lost every single home game that he's played against Nuno Espirito Santo. Oh. Okay, we're off. Come on, you Blues. Come on. Come on. I tell you what, I want to see Delph dropping farther back to pick the ball up than I see Gomez. That was terrible against Villa when I saw Gomez coming back and Schneiderlin playing higher up the pitch. I don't know. There's the best left back in the league, Luca Dean. Sorry, Pepper. Best left back in the league right now. Played it forward. Moise Ken. Beautiful hold up play by Ken. Out-muscled though. Out-muscled. Nobody minds if I vape, do they? My new toffee blue glass piece. I'm going to say, but Sigurdsson needs to play closer up to Ken if we're going to do anything today, but it looks like we're actually kind of sort of playing a 4-3-3. Because and that's the thing too. I'd rather have Sigurdsson playing up closer to Ken than I would have Ken coming back and dropping in and trying to find the ball, because Sigurdsson's not going to get ahead of him and start busting a gut to get in. The ball comes in careful, Seamus. That's good. That's good. And of course, it's a bright start for Wolves. That's what they do. Puke your dinner. I like that. I'm supposed to be offended. Puke your dinner. That's a good one. You guys come up with that. I like that. Yeah, like his free kicks and his crosses do make you want to puke because they're so beautiful. They're not worthy of mortal eyes to witness such free kicks, such technical skill, such beautiful crosses into the box. Too bad I don't have anybody to get on the end of those crosses to come into the box 90% of the time. But puke your dinner. I really like that one. I really do. You'd kind of assume too that this far into the season with all the Europa stuff that Wolves have been going through, they're the travelling all the 2 games a week, that they'd be tired and sluggish, but I didn't really pay attention very much to what they did in the off season, which players they brought in. I don't think they really bought a whole bunch of players in to strengthen their squad. Dean out to Iwobi. Iwobi, ball into the box. Ooh, Sigurdsson was actually in the box. Wow, good work. Good ball in. Sigurdsson. I'll treat Iwobi like a rock star. Yeah, no, but I just like seeing that Sigurdsson got in the box there. That's something he doesn't usually want to do. Old Steamboat Siggy. I hope they're not. I think we need to play more of a possession game against Wolves. Make them run around. Whoa! There's a massive mistake there. Richarlison, 1-0. 1-0. Get in. Mistake at the back by Wolves. Ken pounced on it. 1-0. Yes. Rui Patricio got in all types of trouble there. So yeah, Dean throws the ball in. Puke your dinner. Pass it to Gomez. Gomez just runs into the box. Cody tries to make a back pass. It looks like to Patricio. Ball comes back. Richarlison slams it into the ground. 1-0. 1-0. Yeah, that was just a big mix-up, and then Richarlison just put it into the ground. Yeah. Connor Cody. Where did he start out his career? Where did he play? He looks like a kind of a bottle job. I wonder where he learned to play. It will be breaking away now. Oh, he tried to guard him, just kicked it right into him again. But that's never a foul, ref. Come on, hey. Hey. Nah, Connor Cody and Patricio got messed up. Connor Cody, ball comes in the box. He's saying, come on, Patricio, come get it. And he didn't come out and get it, and then Cody decided he was going to kick it back to him, but yeah, it was terrible. Con man Cody. Alright, we came out early, 1-0 up. Bro, this is super exciting now. Ooh, almost came to Ken. Nuno not looking impressed. I wouldn't be impressed by that defensive display either. That was almost as bad as the, what was it, Zuma Pickford against Tottenham at home last season. We were 1-0 up. Complete banter defending. Pickford comes out, Zuma, and then they get in and batter us, and that was just pretty much game over. It only takes one mistake sometimes in a game. 1 minute of confusion and the game's over. So as long as we don't let them back into it, and we keep pressuring, we should be completely fine. If anybody's new in here, give it a like, give it a subscribe. Not seeing too many other Evertonians doing watch-alongs. Hopefully most of them at Goodison Park watching the game live in person, but when you live in the United States, you don't get that benefit. So I'm here doing this early in the morning. It's currently 8:09 in the morning here. Hold up by Ken. Don't slide in there, boy. Okay, good. We're pretty polite in here, Pepper. We usually have a good, 15 to 20 people that are reliable, but most of them like to go to the games. Adama Traore. Oh, get that out. It's 1-1. Absolute fucking clown for defending. Absolutely disgraceful defending. Traore just breaks into it. Long ball down the outside. Luka Dean just gets out-muscled by Adama Traore. Yep, he's out-muscled, and then the Traore just goes down the outside. Nothing happens. Ball comes into the box. Seamus completely bottles it and fucks it up. And it's in the back of the net. Wow. No, Coleman should have done 1,000 times better. That was absolutely shit. 3.5 minutes between goals. Great. Who was predicting 0-0? I go into a lot of Manchester United. Well, only one. I go United Stand. Old Goldbridge. I like to go in there because those guys were pissy, but I just nope, no. Of course that's not a penalty. Of course it's not. Anthony Taylor, you mug. I like just going there and watching them get bantered by their own team on there, because they've fallen so far in 6 years. It's hilarious. But geez. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not. I don't enjoy watching the full time Devils. I think those guys. I think they try to be too crude and too angry and too. Um, because people like to watch people rage on the internet, right? Oh, hold on a second. Sigurdsson, ball into the box. It will be 2-1. Beautiful. See, that's what we're talking about. Beautiful cross from Sigurdsson. Sigurdsson, when he can get out like that, when he has space and time, it's wonderful. Actually picked up a decent position out there. He is onside. And it's a great ball into the box. Bam, it will be 30 million. Get in. Put it back across the goal. See, I hate to say it, but if that had been Dominic Calvert-Lewin in there. Oh, right, 2-1. Let's see if we can hold on to this lead for more than 3 minutes. That'd be preferable. I need to update some stuff here too, don't I? It just went so fast. Sorry, I have to do something real quick. I just wasn't on top of that. Too busy watching the game because it was actually exciting for once. Oh, I don't want that fading away like that, do I? Okay. I thought I'd got all this sorted. Okay. Okay, there we go. That's better. Sorry about that, everyone. Ooh, Sheamus was close to getting back in there, but yeah, no, it is pretty mad. It's pretty mad right off the bat. I'm surprised that we've scored 2 goals, but I'm not really with the way that Iwobi and Ken have been moving up top. Sigurdsson looks like he's a freer player today for some reason. Not really too sure why, but corner comes in. No, of course that's a foul. I mean, Anthony Taylor, what? I mean, I don't like getting on refs. There's too much to really pay attention to in the game, right, to start getting angry at referees. But, you know, some of these shoulder barges and some of these Mickey Mouse fucking tackles, oh, wow. Katrina, you shouldn't be allowed to bring the ball down from a fucking 80-yard ball over the top. It's way too easy. Way too easy. Who's marking him anyways? Oh, he just went between Sheamus and Keane inside the lane. Mina was nowhere close. Like there's a 10 bus widths of space between them right there. So many loose balls in the center of the park. Like somebody needs to calm down here. But at least we're pressuring. Good pressure by Ken. See, it's one thing to have Dominic Calvert-Lewin up top, right, holding the ball up, being nice and tidy, but Ken just doesn't give him a chance. Gomez looks like he just hurt his ankle again, the same ankle he hurt against Crystal Palace. You just kick the ball or kick somebody's foot, so that's not looking that great. Oh yeah, no, I agree. Refs do get too much stick, especially with VAR coming in. I just think, and plus they don't make up the rules either, do they? The FA and the rules committee make up the rules, but some of it, if you watch some games like this, like yesterday, for example, if anybody saw the end of the, imagine if you saw the end of the Aston Villa Crystal Palace game, that's the referee battling it, right? That goal should have stood, and if it was for simulation, you get a yellow card after the goal's gone in, but you blow the whistle, you stop the play, and VAR can't override that because you made it, all that. That's bottling it type thing. But, some of it, it's either sometimes players, I guess it's a mixture between players and referees, right? Like some players just get bumped in the back and they just look like they got shot. Richarlison's one of them. Zaha's another. Obviously, Neymar. Players like that just overdo it all the time. And I guess you have to protect the players, but a little bit of physical contact between two grown men that's not vicious or ill-intended. There's a lot of fouls that shouldn't be fouls. Let's just say that. And Richarlison's down. It's not looking good. There's little Bernie. I think it's unfair, or not unfair. It's a squad game right at the end of the day, but I think it's a little harsh on Bernard to lose his starting spot to Iwobi on the left. But Iwobi's been clinical today. Scored. So, you can't argue with Silver's decision making here. Let's have a little vape here. If anyone in here is new, looking at you there, Pepper Red, give it a like. I'm sure you already have. Hit the subscribe button if you could. I may be an Evertonian, maybe a Blue, but throwing a little support my way, not too bad. Who's the fourth today? Mike Dean? Okay, ball into the box from Wolves. Oh, here we go. Let's break. Delph turning back towards his own goal when we're on a break. I mean, I guess I can understand why you'd want to do that. But now we're just passing it around. Why do we let them settle? Why do we let them get back into their shape and their formation? Jeff Thompson, how are you, my friend? Yeah, it is a little bit of a mad game. Jeff, we got a red in here. Pepper Red is a red, but he seems to be very civilized. He seems to be ready for a little bit of banter, but he's not being overly critical, or so. He's got a good head on his shoulders. Jeff, that's Pepper Red. Jeff's one of my main people that I have going on here. Likes to get in the comments, likes to dish out a lot of helpful advice, a lot of helpful insight to Everton. So, but yeah, it is a mad game so far. I think Iwobi's been outstanding and fabulous. Gylfi for that cross needs to be getting more of those positions out wide when Richarlison drags players in. It's been a good game so far. Yeah, we were kind of fortunate to go 1-up, obviously. Real confusion at the back between Patricio and Connor Cody. Richarlison just slammed the ball into the ground. Bounced over the head of those players on the line. Yeah, good goal. And then Luca Dean got rinsed by Traore. Oh, Gomez, you got to be stronger there. That's a foul too. That's the type of foul I'm talking about. It's absolute horseshit. I'm glad you're doing well, Jeff. I'm doing great. Like I said on my other videos, after that Villa game, just didn't want anything to do with making videos or even getting on forums, Twitter. I had to stay away from it all because, And then Lincoln, we were expected to win that game, right? Like, I'm not going to get super hyped and super, arrogant or super, oh, we're back, guys, we're back. The Blues are back because we beat Lincoln 4-2 after coming from behind twice, after conceding with less than a minute gone in the game. Okay, there we go. Swung in by Neves. Back into the box. Oh. How does Saiz get up there and get a header on target between 4 of our players? See, Mina and Keane should be winning more in the air. Need to be more physical. They're fine at heading clearances and getting it out of the box when it's just an easy, unchallenged ball. But we have a little bit of trouble when we're challenging in the air from corners and set pieces. I don't like it. No, we haven't looked this threatening for a while. But like I just said before you got here, Jeff, I do think it is slightly harsh on Bernard. But if this is what we have to do to get Sigurdsson and whoever's playing center forward firing more, if we need like that type of energy from Iwobi, more direct, more pacey, got more tricks up his sleeve, it seems, than what Bernard has. I think Bernard and Dean have got that certain thing where it's just triangle, there's little passes, little reverse passes, but I think Iwobi is more of a wild card. I think he's got a little more confidence in straying away from the tactical path. If you see look where he is here, just picking up beautiful position in the middle of the park there. But that's not something that Bernard would offer us. He'd stay out wide, try and keep it stretched. Keep the defenders wide, but Iwobi just came inside right there, number 8, number 10-ish role, and almost got him away. Yeah, he is a little lightweight, and I'll give you that, Pep. But no, I like what I'm seeing here. I think Richarlison's definitely benefited from the game time he's been getting recently. He's got his goal early, so he's not going to have a cob on for the first 45 minutes that need calming down and talking to. Another ball into the box. Oh, jeez. Seriously, Yerry Mina is not having the best of games right now. I mean, just getting caught under the ball. Why are Mina and Keane so split? Catrone should have scored. It should be 2-2 by now, but it's not. Okay, so we got. Yeah. So anybody watch that back post. Out by Richarlison. Beautiful. Chase that down, Ken. Chase that down. Oh, okay. I'm not going out the other side. That's Pickford's all day. Luca Dean, bloody mouth. Yeah, I don't think they're targeting Luca Dean, but I just think if you're gonna have Adama Traore in the squad, he's in there for his positive attributes, and that's obviously his pace and his directness. So I think they may have said to get somebody else on. Get on him, run at him, this and that. Because once he's past you and he's in the box, you can't bring him down. That's obviously what happened for the first goal. Like, if he's past you, he's getting close to the 18-yard box. You just got to kind of let him do his thing. But you have to cut off the service to that. And that's with high pressing. That's with getting. You gotta keep Neves, and I think. That's a foul. Oh, of course it's not a foul. Never mind. There we go. That's more like it. Yeah, that's a naughty challenge. Decent cross by Coleman there. Oh, that's a corner ball. Siggy's putting some decent crosses in today, getting out wide. I'm liking this. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Sigurdsson taking up this position out here. Because Richarlison is dropping in or coming inside from the right and freeing up that space, and it's not just Coleman bombing down the outside. It's actually Sigurdsson transitioning out and getting in decent positions. Ball into the box corner. Oh, Mina, a little soft header, but another shot on target. Decent challenge. Yeah, he should be doing better there, but he was climbing over 3 Wolves players. But, put a little more stank on it and we'd have been fine there. Let's see this real quick. Yeah, okay. I didn't think Jean Matinho was out there. I mean, they shouldn't be causing so much problems in the center of the park. They've only got Neves that can pick out Adama Traore really with a quick pass, slide rule pass. Okay, get him, Iwobi, get him. So we should be able to cut off the source to Traore really easily. Sigurdsson again, just whipping the ball in, takes a deflection. Oh, Ken, slight touch. Yeah, they're under the cosh right now. Ken's going to get a goal. I'm pretty sure Ken's going to be coming in with a goal at some point. Because this is... But yeah, that's... at the end of the day, he's just a different player than Dominic Calvert-Lewin, right? He's more subtle. He's more quick thinking. Got more of a plan and a vision in his head. Not to take anything away from what Dominic Calvert-Lewin does, but he's running at him again. Come on, Mina, don't fuck that up, Mina. Get a goal kick. Thorn, okay. What do I think about Catrone? Well, I mean, he's had a pretty long goal drought, right? And he should have two today. I'll give him that. I think he's a decent player. I really do. Got smart, good movement. Different than Jimenez and other players like Johnny and other people that play in that forward line position. I think he's a good purchase. I think he's going to be a great squad player. But today he's just been kind of unlucky. But no, I think he's a fine technician of a player. I wouldn't have minded if we'd have purchased him in the summer. But there's a couple of players that I would have taken. I'd have taken him. I'd have taken Seb Haller. But we got Moise Kean. I think that's a coup for us. But no, I think Catrone is a very good player, especially for the formation and the tactics that Wolves play. I think he's a great fit. I still get so every time they have a corner or a set piece, I just get so concerned because we never win the second ball when this happens. Get out of here with that. Silly little training ground procedure there on their corner. It's just hoofed back in. There's more communication between Keane and Mina, and there's more of it. Playing a little closer together. Oh! Gomez and Iwobi, if they could have snatched that. All right. We've got him on the rocks now. If anybody's new, Sam, if you're enjoying your time here, if you're enjoying the graphics, you're enjoying anything about this, give it a like. If you're new, give it a subscribe. Every little helps. Makes me feel better about myself, of course, and that's what we're here for. Not only to watch Everton, or just if you just love football in general and your team's not playing today, if they've already played, you're just looking for a way to hang out with other football enthusiasts. This is the place to do it. Fair and balanced opinions. Maybe slight little blue edge to what we talk about here, but when teams play well, and I'll admit it. I'm not one of these, we're going to win the league type blues. Oh, stream froze. Sorry, I'm going to be frustrated right now because the stream is going in and out for me. I mean, this is the premium service. I've got NBC Sports Gold. It's usually phenomenal, but I don't know if they're doing construction in the area, doing maintenance work again. But yesterday they blew a power transformer like 2 blocks down the road, and like half of a major city was out of power for like an hour. So it's distressing. But now I'm watching blurred pixels for some reason. I guess I'll try and reload it. Yes, unless something on my computer just started doing an update or loading, but I thought I turned all that stuff off. Nothing worse than when trying to watch something and then Steam starts downloading 5 or 6 gigabytes of an update without your permission. Come on. Really? Okay. No, this isn't working up. Where's my connection? How's my excellent connection on YouTube? So No, I like to play. I pay my premium prices for my footy. That's I work and do other things, but if I'm gonna watch my footy, I like to watch it in super HD live, no interruptions, no buffering, no streaming issues, and 90% of the time I get that. But no, if I really enjoy something, I'll pay for it. Well, none of our games are good for the nerds, Jeff. Like, if we'd have gone out there and, Crystal Palace first game of the season, I can understand that. We were down a player for most of the game because Sigurdsson wasn't really playing. We lost Gomez due to injuries. Snyderling went off, so that's an expected result. And then we eke one out against a poor Watford team. So then you think, well, it probably should have been 2 or 3, but we got 3 points. And then Aston Villa, and you're just looking at it and just saying, oh, here we go again, here we go again. Can't score, can't take our opportunities, bottle it in critical moments of the game, and then beat Lincoln, get a little more confident. We score 4 goals, we show some mettle, and come back from behind twice. But we do concede early, and it makes us look kind of weak. We concede that their second goal should never have got all the way across the box like that. Moise Ken's got a little bit of an attitude on him, like that, a little bit of fire, a little bit of spirit. And so it's always a mixed bag. What are you going to get? We go 1-0 up today. I mean, come on, Jeff. You and I are 95% positive. It's just when, things that you expect to happen, and you say, well, okay, if just this one thing would happen, it'd give me the confidence. Because we'd have gone to Villa Park and ground out a 1-0, or he would have gone down 1-0 and come back and won 2-1, or if Wally would have finished his opportunity, or if Dominic Calvert-Lewin would have finished this. Like, it's not that we didn't dominate possession and didn't dominate certain parts of the game. We just fell apart at critical moments and didn't take our own. So literally 95 minutes of that game, 92 of them was pretty even, pretty there. Then, we take our advantages never. They take their advantages when they can, and they end up winning 2-0 away from home. And, there's also stats too, right? There's way too many stats out there. When you heard that, before the game, I'm sitting there getting ready to watch the Villa game and going at halftime. Just a fun fact for anybody watching. Everton haven't won a game of football while being behind at halftime in 38 games. And so you say, oh, well, thanks for the confidence boost. So it's going to take something extra special, talent-wise, skill-wise, character-wise, player-wise, and history-wise. Everything points to us not doing it. Yeah, book him, finally. 38 minutes into a game and that scrub gets booked. Good. Been in our shadow. I don't even know if we're in your shadow. I think you're too. Oh, I guess when you're higher up and closer to the sun, right? You block more of the sun out, so you cast a bigger shadow. That's how it works. So yeah, I guess we have been in your shadow, but we're in a lot of people's shadows right now. You look at Arsenal, for example. I don't think Arsenal overall have a better squad than us, or better players than us. But you look at their front line: Pepe, Aubameyang, Lacazette. Like, that's enough to get you top 4 or easily top 6. With top 6. And that's enough. Firepower gets you a certain way. And then you look at teams like Tottenham, Man City, Liverpool. Great offensively, great squad depth. Been together for a long time, know how to get together, have the same mentality, have the same goals, not making too many changes. Because, Manchester City, Liverpool, Tottenham haven't really bought that many new players, maybe the past 2-3 seasons. I mean, Pep in his first season, yeah, he just had a wholesale changes at the back and then brought other players in to complement that. So it's just getting things right, giving the manager time, and getting the self belief. But when you lose to teams like we did last season, when you lose to Millwall, when you lose to teams like Millwall, when you lose 3-2 away to Newcastle after being 2-0 up, when you go to Fulham and they've already been relegated, they got nothing to fight for but professional pride. You lose 2-0. You can't go to Crystal Palace and get 3 points. It's just stuff like that. Just everything you do just brings us back, and that's it. 3 points versus Villa would have been outstanding because you saw what happened to Tottenham last weekend. You saw what happened to Manchester United last weekend. See what happened to Arsenal last weekend. There was plenty of opportunity. I know it's early in the season, but you got to keep that gap tight between the top six and the rest of us. So we just don't take advantage. And this is a nervy game. What was I talking about? Oh, Jeff and Pepper. Yeah. I haven't put anyone down yet. No, I mean, there's no point in really, putting people down. Like I said, we're two different teams challenging for two different parts of the table and trying to deal with two different aspects of it. I mean, Liverpool's only issue right now is Manchester City. I think in any other era, right now, if Manchester City weren't Manchester City, I think Liverpool would be, running away with it and probably be top dogs for last season, this season, and maybe a couple of seasons to come. I hope we don't see João Moutinho at some point. I mean, maybe he'll come on for 15, 20 minutes, or if they're down 3-1 at halftime. It could always happen. Outnumbered, are you, Pepper? Yeah, a cornered animal, likely, to snap out and attack. Yeah, but don't they also say that the brightest flame burns quickest? I like types. Yeah, Champions League will do for now. That's okay, Pepper. My what I want to see for this season is finishing hopefully somewhere between seventh and fifth, if that's even possible, and hopefully getting to a semi-final or a final or a Carabao Cup or FA Cup. Like those are my expectations. Is actually to see exciting, fun, edge of your seat, butt clenching football for 90 minutes every game. That's what I want to see. We need to get to halftime so I can reset this. I just don't understand why my internet's. I don't know if my wife's playing Skyrim upstairs or something, or what's going on, but this blurry stream, just not having it. I mean, I can tell the difference between blue and orange, or I guess wolves are in gold, right? But still. See, they're giving us so much space going forward. But our hold-up play, again, we've kind of settled into this. We'll get to the final third really quick, but then we run out of ideas and the decision-making just seems a little off. And now we're just switching it across the back again, which I guess is fine. It will be. Ooh. Oh, I mean, it might be affecting that. Yeah, but everything else that I've got on my computer, I've got excellent connection everywhere else. Everything else is working correctly, but it's just this one stream. So sometimes you just got to reload it in order to have it buffer correctly again. But yeah, I can still see that we're up 2-1. See, now it just came up. Yeah, Traore's just skinned Digne alive again. Pickford brings it in. Let's just get us to halftime, guys. Let's just get to halftime. Oh, I'm not actually too sure how close the Hurricanes actually have come so far this hurricane season. It's always entertaining, I think, that there's hurricane seasons. But yeah, no, tropical storms, hurricanes, tornadoes. Well, not so many tornadoes down there. It's more tropical storms and hurricanes. But no, it's the same every year. Oh, come on, Jeff. I'm not, don't want to get political in here, but, Trump is exactly what America wants in its leaders. Sadly, good or bad, either way you want to look at it. But you have to, it's kind of like the same thing with. I pay a lot of attention to English politics, and people complain about Bojo being in, and they blame Theresa. Maybe then you look at it and say, okay, well, what if these people weren't in power and there was an election tomorrow, who would be next in line? Who could possibly beat Boris Johnson if he went up, or who could beat Trump in an election? When you throw shite up against the wall, especially in American politics, Bernie Sanders, come on, get out of here. Hillary Clinton, come on, get out of here. That's not going to work. Trump's obviously going to win. You really think that Jeremy Corbyn is gonna win? Like that it's what the people choose. It's the level and the character and the type of character that people put up for the opposition party. So, but that's what we get from our politicians. We don't ever get what we want because all the good people don't usually go into politics, or if they do, they always have to stay down lower because they're not going to follow the corporate structure of the world economy and this and that. So yeah. Okay, that's the end of the half, guys. Oh no, Bernie Sanders is a legend, but come on, it's always it's more of a popularity contest than anything else, right? It's not who's the best person, who's going to improve the economy, and who's going to do this and that. It's always especially America, at least in America, it's a huge popularity contest. Who blows up on social media, who makes the quip of the day, who does this, who does that, who says what people want to hear, and you do the build the wall, you do the lock her up, you do all that stuff. Of course, Trump was always going to win. There was never any doubt in anybody's mind that knew politics as it is that he was going to win. Right? No, Bernie does what Bernie does, but that Bernie is not a politician for the United States of America. That's not what we want. We don't want, his, there's not enough people that want his, taxing of the rich, or, just basically stealing money and giving it to other situations and other programs and this and that. And we don't want a form of socialism, a form of communism, a form of whatever Bernie wants to do. He's too old, and especially with our demographics right now, people don't want. Come on, Jeff. But anyways, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be back. Okay, we're back. Well, we actually had 6 shots. That's kind of amazing. See, why is it not surprising to me that we're talking, that these Kyle Martino and Robbie Earl are talking down about Moist Ken already? You know? I mean, he's doing a decent job. Well, both of these shite hearts are all talking down. Well, I mean, like I said, I don't want to keep talking politics, but this is a very good barometer because I mean, like I said, I lived in England for 15 years, and I always compare European politics to American politics because I pay attention to both. You know, it's over here. Like prime example, look at the if you want to, we got the Democrats that are putting up a candidate this year, obviously to try and challenge Trump, but you know, they just try and throw stuff to stick on the wall. Okay, so you've got Joe Biden, former vice president to a very popular president, Barack Obama. So you got someone that was attached to the Obama administration running, you know, front runner, da 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 da. Then you've got Elizabeth Warren, who's constantly just always trying to stand up to whichever Republican is in office, you know, and she's trying to claim that she's part Native American in order to, which she did use to get into college, by the way. You know, this and that. And then you've got, you know, a homosexual gay mayor running for it. And then you've got Asian guys. So you've got Asian guy, you know, black woman, Latino woman. So you just check off all the lists in America and you just try and throw something at it and make it stick. That's all you try and do. You try and get votes based on personality, based on characteristics, and nobody really wants to pay attention to what the politics are, what the voting record is, what they really stand for, who their spouses are connected to. None of that stuff. Nobody cares. That they just talk out two sides of their mind, you know, both sides of their mouth, and it doesn't really matter. People just want to look for something that they can get involved with. You know, 98% of the black population voted for Obama. You know, it's not that people looked at his policies or looked at anything. They said, "Oh well, you know, it's a black man's time to get into the White House." And at some point, they're going to say, "Oh, it's, you know," they tried to push Hillary as the first female president. Oh, it'd be great. You know, the country's wrong, the country's bad, the country's horrible because a woman's not in control. So they try and get the women's vote in there, and this and that. You know, and then, you know, Hillary goes out there and, you know, puts on a southern accent when she goes to the South, puts on a prim and proper attitude when she goes to higher educational states. Like, people change their voice inflection, they change what they wear. It's just a complete disaster at the end of the day. So, you know, people watch and pay attention to politics, but, you know, all the Democrats have to do is say, you know, fuck Trump. We all hate Trump. Trump's a rapist. Trump's a murderer. Trump's a sexist, racist, bigot, and that's how they're going to come out and do it. It's not that difficult. Politics isn't that hard. Oh, we've got the North London Derby after this, don't we? Oh, jeez. Forgot about that. Lee Dixon claimed he's going to watch the North London Derby as a fan, an unbiased fan. Okay, Lee. Okay. You're about as unbiased as Carragher and Souness and all the other Liverpool people that they have on there sometimes on Sky Sports. Yeah, I'm impartial, but, you know, which is fine. I can understand. I just like to see a little bit more variety on Sky Sports sometimes when it comes to punditry. Well, Wolves have got that many supporters in New York? Huh. That's kind of cool. Yeah, exactly. It's exactly the same thing. So I mean, you can, you know, people just like to pick winners, right? because everyone thinks that the alternative is always going to be better. It's like in football where, a manager gets you certain results and, you know, people don't like them, so you keep switching and changing, and you like the nice newest thing, or you like the, you know, this and that. So, oh, well, we finished seventh under a certain manager. We got into the Europa League, but the football was crap. The football was boring. It was mundane. It wasn't exciting to watch. So let's get a new manager. And then you finish 10th, and you don't make Europe, and you don't have a good cup run, but you're playing better football. Oh, well, we need a manager that can play better football. The football's great. The players are great, but this manager's not getting the best out of them mentally or defensively. So we like this, and then you go back to nothing's ever going to be perfect. Sometimes you just gotta take the best of the worst, or be able take 85% of a loaf instead of ever getting 100%. You're never going to get 100% of a loaf. There's been managers that have been great, but I don't like how Snyder is. I don't like the way he does this or that, and he's just not got a good personality. He wins us games, he's winning us trophies, but he's a prick. So we need to get rid of him again. So to each their own. But at the end of the day, it is all a scam. These guys put some NBC, always have pictures of people having a breakfast, but somebody's breakfast, see, that looks like a good breakfast. Waffle and butters. Beans and toast, eating with a plastic knife and fork. Come on, Robbie Earl. It's still embarrassing what Coleman did for their goal. No, Rodgers was decent. Like Steve Gerrard, he slipped on his fucking arse. He gave it to Demba Ba. I mean, that's you guys should have had that League One that season, right? But no, it's okay. It didn't happen. But no, you've come a long way. And then Rodgers goes to Celtic and looks like he's the next coming of whoever, winning treble after treble after treble. Oh no, beans on toast is good. I understand that. I used to have that a lot, and I still do. I mean, I usually mix my beans with a little barbecue sauce now, because you can have your Heinz baked beans. Don't get me wrong, just regular baked beans. But because I live in America, I get smokehouse flavored baked beans, Southern barbecue pit smoked baked beans, sriracha baked beans. Every single one. Probably about 15 to 20 different styles of baked beans these days. Baked beans with bacon bits and jalapeno bits inside of it. Delicious. Honey and brown sugar baked beans. All of it. God of Scotland. Let's see here. Yeah, this all looks fine. Yep, everything's still looking good. I'm just hoping we can score one more goal and that we don't do anything silly and ridiculous. Ground pepper, butter, garlic powder. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's flavor. That's taste. Power beans. Hey, that sounds really good. Yeah, because certain things just get a little repetitive taste wise over time, right? I mean, whenever I have beans on toast, another great thing about, you guys might have, it's called Texas toast over here, but literally it's like, 2-3 centimeters thick bread then you toast that up just lightly on the top, and then you put your beans over it, and then it fills up with the juice. So you've got kind of dried out baked beans with no sauce on it on the top, but then the bread is like 3-4 centimeters thick, and it's just coated in the juices of the bean sauce. So every time you break into it and crunch down, just just overflows like a volcano explosion of bean sauce on your bread. It's delicious. It really, really is. All right, here we go. Second half. You need to come out first 10-15 minutes, not make any stupid mistakes. Don't let them back into it. Because this is the games we need to win, right? Teams that are supposed to be around us: Wolves, Leicester, West Ham, Watford. Watford, the bottom of the league, are not really around us, but from last season they kind of were. So if we want to finish top 6 or even get 7th, we need to beat the teams that are around us. Add some cheese. That's right. Add some. Oh, yeah. Add a little bit of cheese on the top of that. And then just when you pick it up, you've got your bread and your juice, and then you get it with the fork, and you pull it up, and it's just all gooey and oozing with the cheese. I could go for that. I should actually have for next Watchalong. Not next week because we've got an international break, but 2 weeks from the next time that we play. Should probably have beans on toast, eat it live on stream, make everybody jealous, right? So if this result holds, where do we stay finished, right? Now this will put us into 5th if this result holds. Not too bad. 5th position behind Crystal Palace and Leicester. See, if we'd have beat Palace, we'd have had 10 points. We'd have been up there. We'd have been 3rd. I still really like that name, by the way. Puke your dinner, Luca Dinya. Oh, beautiful by Sigurdsson. Sigurdsson's having a great game today, by the way. I'm gonna have to apologize to people. But I'm not going to apologise. He was shite for the first couple of games. But today he's just been getting plenty of touches, been getting plenty of space, plenty of openings. So he's been having a decent game. Beans on toast with all that low pepper, what we were talking about with all your... Hold on. Get that out. Just hoof it. Just get it out. Oh, here we go. Richarlison breaking away. That's a foul, yep. Yellow card. Get some. Okay, so we've got the Texas toast, right? And we've got the beans. We've got all your mixture in there. Pep and all that. Do we add bacon to that? Maybe a couple of rashers of bacon on the side. Because I really love my bacon. Jalapeno bacon, maple flavored bacon, thick cut bacon. Ooh, baby. Ooh, now we're talking, right? Oh, come on. We got to do better from that. Richarlison didn't get taken out for that. Oh, you're going to blow up for that? I guess. Bali the Destroyer. You mean Bali the handball king from last season? The whole reason that there's a new rule this season because of that goal he scored with his quote-unquote head. Bacon, yes. See, bacon, yeah, a little bit. But no, I think Del Salt's looking really good. So now I'm hungry. I'm hungry for beans on toast with bacon. I really am. I've only had a cup of coffee so far this morning, but maybe cook something up. Okay, no more food talk. No more food talk. That's fine. Let's focus on the game. I mean, I could start comparing players to tasty foods too, but ball into the box, long throw. Oh, it's bounced over a million people's heads. Oh, good work, Pickers. Quick release. Let's go. Quick release. Boom. There we go. Trying to get Iwobi away. Conman Cody with the header. That's fine. It's like if Traore is picking the ball up on the halfway line and playing it back to his right back, I'm fine with that all day long. Bali looking for the long ball. That's a beautiful ball, but Luca Dean's all over it. Great hold up play by Iwobi. Ah, beautiful. Go on, Dean. Take it to him. You show us on the foul, ref? Pressure him. Nice, Luca. Beautiful. See, we're keeping them pretty well contained. I'm just gonna be a little trepidatious if they bring on João Moutinho at some point, because that man can pick a pass. I'm not gonna lie. All right, Richarlison, go. Richarlison 3-on-1. That's never gonna cut it. Yeah, I like Delph in this position a lot more than Sigurdsson. He's a lot more mobile, lot more varied in his passing and his decision making. Richarlison again. Oh, the beautiful. Oh. Come on, that's got to be VAR for that pulling. Coleman obviously getting pulled right there. Obviously pulled by Saiz. Come on, are we going to get a VAR on that? Yeah, that's at least a free kick. Come on. Oh, we are first to most balls right now. And that's usually not what we do. We usually second to most balls and then start scrambling and trying to get back. And say Richarlison trying a lot of things. They're just going to keep going out wide, and I think we've got that pretty much contained if they're going to go out wide. But Keane's been pulled out of position. Oh, Jimenez goes for the Rabona. How about a cocky twat? That was something else indeed. Corner ball from Wolves. Out by Mina. That's a dodgy header at best right there. Pickford, get back in your goal, lad. Get back in your goal. Come on. How big is Marco Silva's watch? Jeez, things. Yeah, it looks like a Don Silva. Don Silva Oni. Another long ball into the box. Yeah, Bali again. Bali the bandit. Thinking he's a bad boy, but he's not. He's walking a knife edge right now. I mean, Gomez is having a tidy game, but I haven't seen really too much offensively going forward from Gomez. Oh, look at us playing this tiki-taka around the edge of the box. Beautiful. So it's coming up to 60 minutes. We're 6 minutes away from 60 minutes. I'm not thinking that we need to make any changes desperately right now. I'm not seeing a need for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I'm not seeing a need for Bernard really right now. So, you know, I think Delph and Gomez are doing fine in the center of the park.
What is that? Clock?
Oh, well. Yeah, they're not even really pressing. We got plenty of time to bring it out from the back line. They're just letting us get to the halfway line. All right, here we go. Ken on the turn. Oh, little flick. Oh, see, they're just getting the rub of the green when it comes to where the ball's going after they get tackled. All right, here we go. Delph bringing it forward. Iwobi. Overlap. Dean, go. Overlap, overlap, overlap. Oh, Moist Ken always trying to drop the shoulder and turn. I like the thought process. I like the ambition of this lad. It's not coming off right now, but it offers so much more than what Dominic Calvert-Lewin does in tight spaces like that. Really, really does. By the way, Pep, I'm still red. I mean, no, still red. I'm still hungry. I haven't gotten over the crispy bacon and gooey cheese on Texas toast with beans yet, but, you know, only 35 minutes of this game left, and I can just gorge out and pig out before the North London derby. I might keep streaming for the North London derby too, or shut this one down and come back 30 minutes later. Oh, Gomez, have a pop, lad. Oh, no. Richarlison, one-on-one on the outside. Puts the ball in. Maybe go out for a corner. Nope. Don't forget to leave a like or subscribe if you're new, guys. It's all good. It all helps. Like I said, I'm not trying to do this for a living. Not trying to do this. I'm not trying to be the PewDiePie of Evertonian fan channels. Oh, here comes João Moutinho. Oh, this is not what I wanted to see this early. Who are they going to take off? Saiz? Maybe? I don't know who else they're going to take off, but this guy can pull strings. But him and Neves together in the center of the park, I think, ooh, it's beans on toast. Dominatrix pervert Lord. Oh, Moise Ken. Of course he got the ball, ref. I think Moise Ken should have pulled the trigger on that a little bit sooner, but maybe, I mean, it's a great turn. 1 touch, 2 touch, like right there. Yeah, no, that's not a PK. I'll give it that. But Ken's getting closer and closer. That's a handball. Oh no, it's not. No, that's instant. That's the accidental handball. Of course it is, Anthony Taylor. Of course it is. Yeah, of course. Man, it's getting hot out there now. It's getting hot and steamy and spicy. Yes, it is. Both their fullbacks run yellow cards now, so we should just go at them. You know, I'm not saying we take Iwobi off. I mean, if anything, I'd take... Oh, even Sigurdsson's had a good game, though, right? So I don't know what we do to change this, if we need to do anything. I'd rather have Bernard... Oh, it's all about numbers, Red. I mean, it's not, I don't expect you to be a Red and want to watch anything else that I do, but I'll take pity subscribers or pity likes, just to get the numbers up. The magic number is obviously 1,000 at the end of the day, and I could start streaming from my phone and live streaming from my phone, and, just have that part of the equation taken. That's a shit pass from Gomez. Come on, man. I don't think Andre Gomez is having a great game here either. And Tom Davies isn't even on the bench today, is he? Nope, Davis isn't even on the bench, so I don't even know who we'd bring on to put in the center of the park. We were going to take Gomez off. Maybe Schneiderlin? I don't want to see Schneiderlin come on. That'd ruin too many different things. So, I mean, there's a lot of players. I mean, I think 9 out of 11 of our players are having a great game. No, I just don't think Gomez is having his greatest game, and who else? No, everyone else having a pretty decent game. So pretty much just Gomez again. But if the ball's going down the outside, and there's not really too much going on, I just want to see him breaking the lines more. Sigurdsson's getting forward. Here comes a decent set piece opportunity. Ball in from Sigurdsson. It's a good one. Ooh, Moist Ken got on the end of it over the bar. Getting closer. Getting closer. Oh, okay, it's got to hold on for 30 minutes. When we shouldn't even have to hold on, right? That's the mentality we need to get out of, holding on to a 2-1 victory, a 2-1 lead. That's not it. No, we go and get 3, and we go and get 4, and we go and get 5. So that's what needs to happen. We need to go out there and win. Oh, Richarlison just falls on his arse. I mean, Gomez is a nice, tidy player, but need more Gomez. I mean, you're a great-looking guy. Yeah, I know you can dish out a hug. Luca Dean, best left back in the league, doing his thing. Great hold-up play again by Iwobi. Delph getting his foot in. Ooh. See, that's what I'm talking about with João Moutinho. Like, that looked like he was going nowhere, but just a little back heel flick. But we're away. Never mind. Screw all that. Richarlison coming forward. 2-on-1 again. See, if they're doubling up on him and they've got a third, there has to be somebody in open space. Like Gomez is open. Sigurdsson's open. We need to be quicker to recognize those openings. Good switch there. Luca Dean bringing it forward. But no, it's too much. We're just trying to whip it in to Moise Ken whenever possible, and that's fine. But it's not like he's up against scrub, inexperienced central defenders. I mean, that's a yellow card for Delph. No, we're not. We can't be a park the bus team, Pep. I mean, that's not how you get things done. Like, if you just sit off and park the bus and let them put in crosses after crosses and pass it around, like, something's going to collapse. You can't stay. We can't stay that defensively compact and tight and disciplined to eke out a game. I mean, if it was 2-1 at Molyneux, I can understand us doing that. But we're at Goodison Park. We're at home. There's no way we should be parking the bus and just letting them come on to us and give them, the initiative. That's not what it is. I mean, if we were going to counterattack and pick them up on the break, I can see that happening, but that means we can't make any substitutions. Or we could bring Bernard on for maybe Iwobi and then counterattack, but I just don't like that philosophy. It leaves you too open, leaves you too susceptible to all different types of stuff going on. Because this is the type of game where I think that Marco would probably pull something like, he's probably going to take off Richarlison and bring on... No, Walcott's not even on the bench, right? I don't know then. We don't have. Oh, what up, Jeff? You grab something to eat or grab something to drink or have yourself a little herb, something? No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Welcome back, my friend. Welcome back. See, that's what I'm saying, Jeff. Me and Pep were just talking about that. He says that we should go back and park the bus and just eke out a 2-1 victory, but we can't do that, right? That's not. Oh, good in Gomez, well stuck in, lad. Get in. That we can't park the bus. We can't just shut up shop and take a 2-1 victory at home. We have to push for a third and a fourth, right? That's part of what our problem is not being clinical and not direct enough to see out games. I don't want to see out this game. I want to blow it out the water, put it beyond doubt. That's what I want to see, and that's what I want us to do. Because we tried to do some of that, if you remember last season, away to Newcastle, 2-0 up. They scored, went to 2-1. Marco panicked. All right, Pep, I like that, man. Nothing wrong with that. But we brought Mina on. We switched to a 3 at the back. Went 3-5-2 or 3-5-1-1. And they just came onto us and absolutely obliterated us and won 3-2. So no crazy formation changes, no crazy tactical changes. Oh, Richarlison away. Oh, Bali. Bali is actually a very, very, very good defender. He might be on a yellow card, but he ain't taking no shit, and he's not afraid to put his foot in and make a challenge, even though he is on a yellow card. Oh no, I'm not talking about blitzing teams. I'm talking simply about not just being content with a 2-1 victory at home. Because if you show Wolves fear, if you show Wolves that you're willing to sit back, they've got enough players on the bench and they've got enough players in their squad that will come on and make you pay. And that's why I wasn't too, excited when I saw João Moutinho. If I saw João Moutinho come on against any other club, I'd be like, oh, that's great. They've got more to work with. Guy can pick a pass. Guy's silky smooth. Can strike a ball. Can make a yard out of nothing and all that good stuff. But against us, that's not. That's just not what I want to see. I want to come away with a positive victory. I guess that people say, oh, any win's a win, 3 points is 3 points, but no, I watch this for entertainment value. I want to know that we went from minute 1 to minute 90 on the front foot, playing the same way, not changing our tactics because we're afraid to lose. We should trust in our tactics enough to go out there and win. Catrone's off. Jota's on. This is another one. Jota and Jimenez, who, those two know each other inside and out. I think it was more of a 4-4-2 with Catrone and Jimenez playing side by side, but I think Jota's going to stick in here and Jimenez up top, so it's probably a 4-1-1, a 4-4-1-1 now, with him floating around, so we need to be careful of that. Keane and Mina really need to keep track of where Diego Jota goes. This is a really, really good player. Very, very good. But yeah. Whoa, 10 concurrent viewers. Oh, down to 8. We hit double digits for a second there, guys. That was amazing. I just banter myself. Wow, Wolves, 6 wins, 0 draws, 0 losses in Europa. Outscored opponents 19-4. I wish we could have said we did that in Europa qualifying a couple of seasons back. But, I mean, we weren't too bad in the qualifying, right? It was the group stages that we completely bottled it. Okay, we've gone up by 2 subscribers so far this stream. This is why I like doing live streams. Everton are winning. It's a good game of football. It's entertaining. Having decent conversations between people in chat. Not that many people in chat, obviously, but it's nice to always have, Jeff and some other people in here. I just need to check something else while there's like a little lull in the action. Oh, Seamus just got turned inside out, but he's run into a cul-de-sac. They're playing it around the box. Well in by Delph there. Well in by Delph. Mm-hmm. Yeah, people calling for substitutions already. I'm not too sure about this. I don't really see who's gonna. I just took his shoe right off his foot. Ah, well. All right, another free kick from the right side. Sigurdsson over it. Come on. Somebody get on the end of this. Keane, Mina, Ken. Somebody on the end of this. 3-1 up. We should be fine. Yeah, if there was any substitution I'd make, Jeff, I'd probably bring DLC on. Yep, Dominic Calvert-Lewin's getting ready. I don't see any problem with that. Hold up play, slow down the play. A little bit of extra on the defensive side of the ball, but decent ball in again. That's a corner. You guys have the cash now. The method is like you say, you just need to patience now. Is Silva the man? I think Marco Silva is the man to get us to where we want to be. I think he's a good man, a good player coach. I think he knows what he wants. I don't think he's, super arrogant in the way that he does things. Now, of course, it's not a handball in the box from Wolves. No, why would it be? No, it won't even go to VAR. It's fine. But again, Pep, I don't know which managers are out there right now. Let's just say we fired Marco Silva tomorrow. Who's really out there that is a better fit for us than the Marco Silva? Like I wouldn't take Jose Mourinho at the club. He's a checkbook manager, obviously. I mean, everyone else has got jobs. Ancelotti's got jobs. Conte's got a job. Sarri's got a job. So I think Marco Silva is just the right fit for us. Young manager with young squad, wanting to move into a new stadium. Like everything has to be together. You don't want anybody that's been in the game for too long that wants it a certain way. We're not going. No, we're not doing this again. Rafa Benitez is not coming. No, not Jose. Jose's too pragmatic for me. He might win things, but that's again when we went back to the whole politics thing. Like, would I want to win a league watching drawn out, siege style mentality football, winning 1-0 and playing unattractive football? I don't think I would. Oh, Tim Sherwood. Well, obviously Tim Sherwood. Yes, he was. Hey, Pep, wasn't Tim Sherwood part of the last team to win the Premier League at Anfield when he played for Blackburn Rovers? I think he might have been. Just saying. So Bernard's coming out, looks like, for a Wobie. Yep, of course. Of course they score. Why wouldn't they score? Yeah, more shocking defending. It's just a long ball in, flicked on by Bali, and Luca Dean not paying any attention at the far post. Mina with his fucking hand up in the air, doing all that. Absolutely disgraceful defending again. Yeah, I think Luca Dean has another greatest game today. See, that's what I was saying, Jeff. It's goals like that, right? So Calvert-Lewin on for Ken. Bernard's coming on for Iwobi, obviously. No, parking. There's no excuse for a long throw going into the box. Bali getting up above all your players and your left back not being on top of it. Oh, hey, Arsenal fan. Iwobi, I think Iwobi has been a great addition to this team. He offers something that we haven't had for a while. I mean, Bernard's a great tactician, little fast, pacey, hard working, but I think Iwobi's more direct. Likes to drift in more, can play the number 10 role or play out wide. Great in the air, strong, powerful. But you know all about him. You've seen him play for a while. He's played on major stages. He's played Champions League. He's played Europa League. He's played FA Cup finals. He's played for his international team. So I mean, I thought when I watched him last season for you guys, because I watch a lot of Arsenal guys, I watch a lot of soccer, football in general, but I thought this was going to be the season that he was really going to step up and fulfill his potential he's had for so long. Cause he's one of those players that you just say, oh, he's a young player, he's just coming through. But homegrown players, gone through your academy, all that stuff. I thought this was really the time for him to step up and be dominant in your first team, but then we came in and took that out. I'm going to say a 2-2 is not good enough, by the way. If anyone's wondering, 2-2 for me is not good enough. The goals that we've conceded were absolute dross, and I think Luca Dean is at fault for definitely the second one, but he's got to share responsibility with Seamus for the first one. Like, Traore should never have got around him so easily for the first goal, and what Seamus was doing for that second goal, basically gifted it to. I mean, for the first goal, basically gifted it to him, and defensively for that second goal, it was absolutely shocking. Why Fabian Delph is marking Bali from a long throw, beyond me. But okay, here goes Bernard. Bernard, of course, gets into the box and just absolutely just loses his mind. Jeff, I'm pretty sure that you're like 15, 20 seconds ahead of me. So right now, Gomez to Coleman. to Richarlison. So I must be missing something, right? I missed it. This is a stream froze again. Now I have to go back 15 seconds. Oh, this is okay. Let's pretend like. Oh, by the way, I have Richarlison in my fantasy team. By the way, ball comes in from the left side. Luca Dean to Richarlison. Okay. Wait, now it just skipped out again. Wait, what? Ball comes in. Dean. Oh, good. Okay. So I have Luca Dean and I have Richarlison in my fantasy team. Everton are winning 3-2 now. It's beautiful. Best left back in the league. We're fine, but this streaming site. Oh my days. Oh my days. But 3-2. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I got it now, Jeff. I got it now, but now it's just recycling itself. I don't know what's wrong with this website. And it's like an actual professional website. But yeah, no, you're probably about 20 seconds ahead of me. But I appreciate knowing what's coming up. But okay. Whew. Getting worried there for a little bit, lads and ladies and others. But I'll have me a little vape. And this is what I'm talking about going forward. So right now, so Luca Dean responsible for the first goal, half. Their second goal. Oh, come on, Pep. Give some credit where some credit's due. That's a good save by the keeper there. Richarlison just going for it over and over again. I think he's the best assisting left back in Europe. I'd say that. Yeah, Richarlison's feeling it now. Oh, you can shout all you want, Pep. I mean, football's all about opinion, all about emotion. So I'm not going to get upset at you for backing your lad. I mean, I think he's a great player. You know, he looked like he had something about him at Hull. Came into the Liverpool setup. You know, looked like he had something about him. But I mean, him and Trent have just come on leaps and bounds. There's no better team. There's no team that has better forward-thinking, offensive fullbacks in the game right now. I mean, what you saw, what Arsenal did last weekend against you guys. I don't know why they came out with a diamond formation in the middle of the park, but Robinson and Trent, they had 30, 40 yards to run into every time they've got it. I mean, that's a little bit of a different argument when you're comparing the accomplishments of an entire team and an entire squad to the individual merits of individual players. But I mean, it all depends what you're looking for. I think Luca Dean does exactly what we want, and plus he only came in at the start of last season, right? Luca was supposed to be a transitional period away from Leighton Baines and to hopefully take over his spot at some point. But he came in and took that position right away after a couple of games. Hasn't given it up or even looked like giving it up. His free kick taking, his corner kick taking, his long throws, his technical ability, his spatial awareness, his ability to pick a pass like we saw for Bernard's goal against Watford. Oh, Neves is off. That's something. So there's going to be no worldies from... Yeah, Ari and H, I do agree with that. I mean, I watched the game. I thought, had your lads taken their chances, it would have been a completely different game. But, I don't. If we know what Robertson. Oh, hold on. Bernard de Sigurdsson. Oh, Gomez! Fuck my ass, Gomez! Come on! Sorry for being vulgar, but if he'd have just had a touch out of his feet there, that could have been a rocket, but no. Okay, 5 minutes to go. Let's do this. Arian, you're gonna beat Tottenham today, though, right? Like Tottenham, I think there's too much going on there with the manager, with certain players like Vertonghen and Eriksson. I think they've got internal issues, and I think there's a little bit going on between Levy and Poch. So, what are you looking at today? 3-1. There's going to be goals in North London Derby, right? There's going to be goals today for you guys. That's a great save. I mean, Yeri did everything right. Got his power in, got his neck into it, into the ground, right in front of the keeper. But no, that's why you're a Portuguese international, baby. That's why you're there. And then Michael Keane can't even do the same thing. But, if anybody's new, we've got 11 people in here right now. Like, subscribe if you could, please. Even if you're not an Evertonian. I know that Pep's subscribed and he's a red, but he's welcome in here. We've got Arian, an Arsenal, a Gooner in the chat. I don't know if you're the underdog for this one, though. It all depends on... I mean, let me just check out what the... we got starting lineups. What's everyone gone with? Just take a look real quick. So Arsenal have gone with... Arsenal, Leno in goal, Maitland-Niles right back, Socrates, Luis, and Kolasinac make up the back four. Xhaka is playing again. Torreira, Guendouzi, Xhaka in the middle there. Pepe, Lacazette, Aubameyang. Hey, Arian, Xhaka, come on, man. Are you happy with Xhaka starting again? I think he's a decent player, but I just don't think he's creative enough and disciplined enough in the center there for what you guys really want to produce if you're going to play your 4-3-3. So I don't see why Cabios isn't starting for you guys. It's a little iffy. And then I got Mkhitaryan on the bench. Cabelos, Ozil, Willock. Why was Willock dropped? I don't understand why Willock was dropped. I think Willock's been having a great season so far. Yeah. That makes sense. Wrong player. And then Tottenham team, Lloris, Sanchez, Vertonghen's back, yep. Alderweireld, Rose, Winks, Eriksson, Sissoko, Lamela. So that's a 4-4-2 or a 4-4-1-1. Lacello can't get in. Ali's back from injury, looks like. Aurier, Mora, Skip, and Ben Davis. So that should be a pretty decent game. We'll see how that goes. Okay, that makes sense, Arian, to have to give him a breather, take him out the firing line for a little bit. But come on, Everton, come on. We're looking too far ahead here to the North London derby. Gotta squeeze the hog on this game first. There's 5 minutes of extra time, Jeff. Oh, geez, come on. That's fine. They're milking it with the throw in, anyways. Yeah, exactly. Arian. Ariane. Is it Arian or Ariane? I'd assume it's Ariane because Arian's a little too close to to fascism. But that's fine. Everyone has their names. But no, I like I said, yeah, Shaka. I mean, I think Shaka is like. There's a lot of players that are like that, especially in the Premier League. That they can pick a pass, but and they can see the game, but they're just not quick enough to make the decision making. They never get used to the constant pressure and the constant bam 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 of the Premier League. Oh, I haven't even updated the score. I'm not really used to updating the score so many times in Everton games. So there we are. There we are. Ah, Canadian Gunner, huh? How you like getting up super early to watch your Premier League like I do? It's pretty tough, huh? What time you wake up? If it's an early game, a noon kickoff in the UK is what 6 a.m., 7 a.m. for you. You know, it's a hard life, but it's rewarding. It's rewarding. Oh, come on. Can't just be leaving dead balls out there like that. But we're still pressing forward. Look at Coleman still doing his thing. Richarlison. Oh, Gilfy, you got to take that with you, lad. Yeah, okay. Okay. I'm not too concerned about going two banks of four right now. Just don't let them do it. Yeah, there you go. Oh, that's a foul. Stupid clock. Yeah. What time is that usually? 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Pepper for your UFC fights? Or at least that's when the program starts, right? Like most of the main events don't probably get going till like 9 or 10 over here. So that's 3, 4 in the morning. Player of the match has to be Richarlison for me. 2 goals, looking lively the whole game. Been taken out, been destroyed most of the time. Kept his head well. Took his finishes superbly well. I think that goal against Lincoln really, really helped him in the celebration, all the feedback he got from it. So, no, Richarlison, man of the match for me. 2 goals. So, yep. What about you, Jeff? Who you saying man of the match? Richarlison also? Richarlison storming away again. Oh, bad boy Bolly's gone. Delph? Man, the match was Delph for you, huh, Jeff? I mean, I can see that. I think he's had a very tidy performance. Willie Bolly gone. Yeah, that's just cynical. Can't be having that. Yeah, I mean, I do agree with you on that one, Jeff. I think he has had a good game, but I can't look past 2 goals. Opening goal, game-winning goal. Richarlison for me. Victory, 3 points. Okay, that's something to talk about. That is something to get behind, guys. That's wonderful. Fifth in the league, doing what we're doing. Outstanding performance overall today. Alex Iwobi had a good game. Moise Ken came close, had a great game. No one to really complain about overall. I mean, you could look at Seamus and Luca for some of the goals. Defending was a little iffy for one of the goals, but overall, 3 points, 3 goals. Showed determination, showed the willingness to fight back. No giving up attitude. So, yep, fifth. But here's the thing, though, Jeff. We're fifth, but what if we'd have beat Villa and would have got that point at Crystal Palace? There's already a lot of what ifs, and we're only 4 games into the season. So, it is what it is. We're all excited. Might stick around for a little bit. Keeping United. United are going to do... they got their own problems. I think Ole's way out of his league, doesn't have the credentials for that. I think they've got problems in their midfield. They didn't address it. I think Pogba's unsettled, obviously, because he's got to play. He's a world-class player in an average mid-table Premier League team. Doesn't help that Martial was injured out for the last game. They didn't replace Lukaku. Luke Shaw's done now, so Ashley Young has to play. I think Maguire's just been average so far, 80 million. I'd take Michael Keane over Harry Maguire most of the time. They got Wan-Bissaka, but what's bringing in 130 million worth of defenders going to do if you got Trashford and Lingard and players like that? Dan James is okay, but yeah. So, yep. Yeah, I'm going to stick around for the North London derby here, guys. I might just disappear for 15 minutes or so. So if you subscribe and turn on your notifications, I'll be back to watch this game. I'm going to get something to eat, go to the bathroom, let the dogs out really quick. Well, I mean, it's easy not to get any dislikes if you don't have that many people in here, but... So yeah, I shall be back. Jeff, thanks for being here. Arian, Pepper, anybody else that wants to join, I will be back in about 15 minutes. So look for the stream to come back up. I'll change the graphics maybe. But yeah, I'll be back. But thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for the likes. And I will see you back here soon.